Luisito Comunica discussed the chaos that occurred in Mexico.
Hey, no way, I'm watching the news about what's happening right now in Mexico. Damn, no, that's freaking scary. Honestly, I was totally disconnected. I was in the jungle and all that. Right now, I'm at an airport, I open Instagram, and I see the news about what's happening in my country. No, it's horrible. It's like a horror movie, that's for sure.
I'm telling you, something very similar happened to me. Obviously, I'm in Asia, I'm on the other side of the world, and I was sleeping. And suddenly I wake up and see all the chaos that broke out in Mexico. It's completely crazy, it's horrible. From the outside, it looks like a war zone.
No, what's going on? Who's in charge of that mess?
The cartel, obviously, if anything was made clear yesterday, it's that the ones in charge are the cartel, it's organized crime.
Damn, man, it hurts to see your country in those conditions. No, it's a war zone. Damn, honestly, I'm shocked and heartbroken. It's really awful with so many people, seriously. Take really good care of yourselves, at least from what I'm seeing on the news right now. It looks terrible. Take care of yourselves, really.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I think a lot of you already knew that the situation in Mexico was really bad, that the situation in Mexico was very serious, very worrying. However, I think the seriousness of the situation wasn't fully understood, and yesterday it became clear just how serious it is. Yesterday, both Mexicans and the rest of the world realized that the situation in the country is uncontrollable. It's as simple and straightforward as that. Mexico is an ungovernable country, and that the number one priority for Mexicans right now, even above the economy, should be the issue of security. It's something that needs to be resolved as soon as possible, but it's a very serious situation. Seriously, look, it's very difficult to solve. These guys are very well prepared, very well armed. They were allowed to grow for decades, and nowadays it's very complicated. I honestly believe that only the United States government can defeat them. That's how I see it. I think that the Mexican government alone doesn't have the capacity to defeat the narcos, the organized crime. I honestly believe it because they're very powerful. There are a lot of them. In fact, the cartel itself is inside the government. There are a lot of politicians who are colluding with organized crime. That's the harsh reality. But anyway, let's see what a lot of people told Luisito. No, here they said, in Guadalajara, everything is closed and there are no places to get food. All of Jalisco, people locked in their homes. The pandemic got us inside so quickly. Guanajuato, very sad. They say they're burning buses and taking out a lot of people. Unbelievable. Let's see what Luisito answered to all this.
Let's see, I know Mexico is a very big country, but at least right now in several states. I'm already reading what you're writing to me right now. And like that, and no, really, a lot of people confirm it. Wow, no, how much it hurts. And really, who runs our country? I don't know.
We all already know who runs things. We all know it. For years, many people have tried to deny it, to ignore it, to look the other way, to justify it, even saying no. Mexico is not such a dangerous country at all. People exaggerate, seriously. There are a lot of people in Mexico who say that, who argue that. I've already said it. Many people genuinely think so. They believe that Mexico is not that dangerous because the brain normally normalizes the situation. The human brain learns to adapt. So, if for you an unsafe environment is normal, then you're going to think it's not that unsafe, but it really is. The situation in Mexico is very critical, and this happens in practically the whole country. Even though you often don't see it, it happens. Many small businesses, small merchants have to pay protection money. They are extorted by organized crime. People who are simply selling, chickens on the street are suffering the consequences of crime. It's that simple.
Who's protecting us? Feels like it's just us citizens versus the bad guys. Stay home and take good care of yourselves.
Look, I mentioned that yesterday. Try not to leave your house. But someone replied with something that's very true, they said. But look, some of us have to work, and it's true. That's the tough part. People have to go out to work, no matter how hard the situation is. A lot of people have to go out to work because if they don't, there's nothing to eat. That's the problem. So, yes, I would like to tell them to stay at home, but actually, I think the right phrase, the right message would be no, don't go out unless it's necessary. I mean, don't go out just to hang out. Please don't do it. Only go out if you have to go to work, if you have to buy food, things that are strictly necessary and essential.
Because if not, it seems like it's just the citizens alone against the bad guys.
That's how it is.
It's horrible. And honestly, it hurts to see our homes and our country, the place we love so much. It hurts a lot. Mexico, it hurts.
It just hurts. Unfortunately, there's no easy solution for this. And obviously, a lot of politicians won't do anything for many reasons. Either because they're involved, or because even if they want to do it, even if they want to fight organized crime, the political cost of doing so would be brutal. I want you to imagine, you've already seen what happened. You've already seen what occurred. Obviously, these guys are capable of tearing the country apart. That's why I say the political costs will be brutal for anyone who dares to fight the cartel. But it has to be done. It's something that must be done. The Mexican people should stop looking the other way and demand action from their politicians as soon as possible. The number one priority should be fighting organized crime, putting aside political nonsense, partisanship, all of that, and just fighting crime, plain and simple. That is Mexico's number one priority. Now, let's look at some comments that Luisito shared. Not just in Guadalajara, but in every state where that criminal group is present. It's tough. They're setting OXXO stores, buses, taxis, and routes on fire, doing logistics work, and they've already taken my job away until further notice. It's really sad. Luisito, greetings and God bless you, my friend, wherever you are. Same to you, bro. I'm really sorry, said Luisito. Well, look, it's true. I saw that in several states across the country it happened. I saw videos from Playa del Carmen. Playa del Carmen is really far from Guadalajara, and even so, things got out of hand there too. Just imagine now. Here, they reply. I think there have been few times when fear has been felt like today. There was no noise in the streets. Literally right now it looks like a zombie movie. The blocks are empty. And you know what makes me sad? That, despite this emergency, society is so rotten, taking advantage of the situation and looting Oxxos and stores. Honestly, that disappoints me. I hope you can see my comment. Well, if Luisito saw it, look, honestly, I'm straightforward about this. Many Mexicans always looked the other way and had normalized the situation. Today they realize that what happens in Mexico is not normal. Mexico is not a safe country for anyone. Usually, many Mexicans tell you that if you don't mess with criminals, if you're not a criminal, nothing will happen to you. That is completely false. Very, very false. That's a lie. It's a fallacy. I've already told you guys how many small business owners suffer extortion every day. If they don't pay, their business is ruined. They lost everything and their families were kicked out. Just imagine, many small business owners suffer from extortion by organized crime. And probably the corner store where you shop, the guy who sells you tacos, the beauty salon you go to, it's highly likely that all those places are being extorted by criminals. Obviously, they don't tell you, but it's highly likely that this is happening and it's a situation that has become normalized. But let me tell you, it's not normal. This doesn't happen in other parts of the world. But anyway, here we are. They tell us we're staying safe. In Guadalajara, there's a red alert. We shouldn't go out on the streets. They're burning cars and everything, stores, and there's looting. It's really bad. You can even hear gunshots here. That's what they tell us. There's even threats to take healthcare workers hostage. In Mexico City, classes were suspended in a large part of the capital and the state. There's almost a full-blown civil war in Jalisco. It's a very sad, very serious, and very unfortunate situation. But anyway, tell me, what do you think about this? Thank you for watching and see you next time.